What's going on, guys? Hey, a couple of videos ago I was talking about packing for a week-long trip and asked you guys to list some must-have items that you consider must-have for a trip. And I started thinking about this as far as items to take. I broke it down into 3 categories. Come along with me today and we're going to talk about that, and I'll share with you my 3 categories for items to pack on a trip. Alright, so the 3 categories that I'm going to start thinking about as far as what to take on a trip, and this might seem a little backwards to you the way I've got them arranged, but my 3 categories are primary, emergency, and basic. And primary, look guys, let's face it, when we go out and ride, regardless of what we take, regardless of what condition the bike was in, the number one most important factor in our ride is us. It is us as the rider. So primary is anything pertaining to us, what we need to take care of ourselves. And what are some things that we need to do while we're out on the road is we need to, this is not all inclusive, but we need to stay hydrated, we need to stay warm, we need to stay dry. So the first thing I would say as far as taking care of us as primary is if you have any type of, and this is common sense, but if you have any type of prescription meds, that definitely needs to be packed and go with you on a trip. That would be a must-have. And some of these items that I'm naming will fall under must-have. Some of them you might not consider as must-haves. This is just my way of thinking as far as what order to pack stuff in to prepare for a trip. So of course, if you have any prescription meds, you need to take those. Personally, I always take a Ziploc bag in my vest pocket that's got some ibuprofen and Tylenol in it, just in case I need something. If I have any aches or anything, if I get a headache, whatever it may be, I've got that readily available that I can pull and take some of those. And guys, as we're out there, we need to stay hydrated, as I've already said, especially in the summertime. It's very important for us to stay hydrated, sip on that water as we go along. So we need to take you a cup, take a canteen to keep in the saddlebag, keep something in your cup holder, whatever it may be, and continually keep drinking, sipping on that water. You can take some other stuff if you'd like. A lot of times I'll pack, especially in the summertime, I'll pack some of the liquid IVs just in case I need to get some extra electrolytes or something like that. And of course, I'll drink a Gatorade every once in a while, but you know, they're loaded down with sugar. But keeping some water and some stuff on us, stay hydrated while we're out on the road. We need to stay dry, and of course that is going to be our rain gear. We've already talked about this because that's a lot of people's must-haves. It's one of my must-haves. I always keep some in one of the saddlebags, but keeping our rain gear on us just in case we encounter some rain, keep ourselves dry because it's miserable. You know, I've been out before soaked to the bone, you know what I mean? No big deal, you can do it, but it's not a lot of fun. So keep some rain gear on you, pack it for the trip. That's going to help keep us dry. And of course, guys, we need to stay warm. So regardless of what time, it could be middle of summer, I've always got a jacket in my tour pack that I keep on the bike. And there's been a lot of times I've needed that. There's been a lot of times that I needed that. We were out at night, and you know, it ended up being a lot cooler. On the way home, I'll throw that on, have some little bit extra warmth. But we never know, you know, how the weather's going to change when we're out, especially if you're traveling across states, if you're traveling across country, whatever it may be. Be sure and keep some extra layers, whether it be a flannel, a hoodie, a jacket, something to keep yourself warm. Another thing that we need to be sure and have on us at all times to help take care of ourselves is a first aid kit. Now, I've always carried one. I did here a while back, and it's been a minute, but Jack over at Bogey Biker and Jay did a video on first aid kits and stuff, and after I saw that, I did upgrade my first aid kit. That's not the best, but it is better than what I had, and I got a tourniquet in there and stuff. And you never know, man, you might not need it yourself, but you may need it for a fellow rider, somebody in your group, or somebody along the road. You never know. So I always keep a first aid kit, and that is I consider a must-have when getting out on the road for a trip. So be sure you have some type of first aid kit on you at all times. Now guys, last but not least, pertaining to primary and what we need to take care of ourselves, this is personal preference. This is personal preference. If you're traveling across states or something, going to be on the road for a while, especially if you're by yourself, consider taking some type of weapon or something for personal protection. You just never know. We live in a crazy world, man. Like I said, that's personal preference. Some people never leave without it on them. Some people don't carry one, but something to consider, and things that we need to take care of that primary thing in the ride, which is ourselves. All right, guys, the second category is going to be emergency. And by emergency, I consider that anything that we need to get the bike out of a predicament. You know, you're down on the side of the road somewhere, or the bike stalled for some reason. Anything that we can use to help get us out of that undesirable position. Somebody traveling. Anything that we can use to get the bike out of that situation. So this is what a lot of people's already named, but of course this is going to be your battery jumper, which saved my butt out in Texas, by the way. Battery jumper, tire plugs, portable air pump, and some of this stuff, guys, if you don't need it, somebody riding with you may. If you're riding solo, you could come across somebody on the side of the road that needs some assistance. So it's not only for you, but it could also benefit somebody else. So the portable air pump, I always try to keep some extra fuses in there just in case. Tool kit. I've got a tool kit, just some tools thrown in a bag that I keep. Had some good recommendations on that. Of course, I always keep some zip ties in there. Some people, I hadn't added this yet, but some people keep like a roll of picture wire in there, which could come in handy in some situations. And in the last video I did, Deba had made a really good recommendation of keeping some blue Loctite on you. I need to add that to mine, because that could come in really handy. If you have something that's coming loose or whatever, something might happen, throw some of that blue Loctite on there and keep some things tightened up if you need to. I also keep a headlamp in my tool bag, and that would, you know, if you can carry a flashlight, whatever, but I prefer having a headlamp, because if you're working on something and it's dark, you can throw that on, you'll have light, have both hands free to do whatever you need to do. So always keep a headlamp in that toolkit. And last but not least is to have some extra cash or a credit card or whatever you want to take, just in case you need to have some repairs or something done to the bike. Just in case you need to have some repairs or something done to the bike. It hadn't happened to me. I know some people it's happened to, and I've seen videos where people had to, were a long way from home and end up having to go in, get a clutch replaced or something like that. And of course, if you got extended service warranty or Hogz memberships, things like that, that plays a factor into it. But just be on the safe side, some extra cash, maybe a credit card or something like that, to have access to some extra funds just in case. Hey guys, once again, as I go over these, this is not all inclusive. These are just some things that popped to my mind, and I'm just using them as an example of some things that might fit inside these categories. So this is just some things I'm mentioning. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. Your items might be different than mine, but this is just the way that I'm going to start looking at it to prepare, pack some stuff to hit the road. Alright guys, so the third category is basic. And by basic, that's just anything, that's our regular stuff typically that, some of us might start thinking about when packing for a trip, which is going to be our luggage. Anything like that we would normally take. If you record video or you shoot content, of course you're going to have camera equipment and stuff like that, whether it be drones, batteries, all that kind of good stuff. Or if you like to take pictures, maybe you carry a camera separate from your phone. But just a little side note tip for some of you guys, if you are shooting content or something like that, what I've started doing is when I go on a trip, I'll carry a power bar to charge all my stuff. So I ran into this one trip I took before I started doing this. I got to the hotel, I had all kind of stuff I needed to charge up, had the Bluetooth on my helmet, had cameras, all that kind of stuff, my cell phone, and there just wasn't enough plug-ins in the hotel room. So I've started taking a power bar, and I will plug that in at the hotel, and that way I can charge, have plenty of outlets. I can charge multiple things at one time. So just a little tip for you there if you do stuff like that. And but yeah guys, those basic stuff just are luggage, toiletries, or clothes, anything like that is what I'm considering basic. And a lot of this stuff, if we forget something, it can be acquired on the road or replaced, whatever. But if you catch yourself out stranded on the side of the road, or you're going down the interstate or a 2-lane somewhere, and for whatever reason, you get to hurting for some reason, or get a splitting headache, or it starts raining on you, or you get cold, stuff like that, and it's a little harder to accommodate those needs in the time that you're actually needing them. So that's it guys, that's just the 3 categories that I'm going to start considering when I pack, and doing it in that order, in that priority, as what I need for primary, then emergency, and then basic. So that's just my way of looking at it. And like I said, these things I've mentioned are not I wasn't trying to make an exhaustive, all-inclusive list of stuff. That's just something to give you some ideas of kind of what I'm thinking about with this. But if you guys got a different process, some tips for people, some tips for me, whatever it may be, that you want to include in the comments, go ahead, put those down there, And oh, another one I was gonna mention, and some of the items to pack, I think it was Recycled Hooligan had mentioned toilet paper, and it's been a minute since I really toted toilet paper with me on the bike, but that ain't a bad idea. I might should pack some of that again. But again, you guys, in the last video, man, there was a lot of great ideas, a lot of great points people were making, a lot of great items. And as I said, you know, one person might take one thing, next person might consider that unnecessary. So it's up to each individual. It's just some of my ideas. You guys comment below, let me know some more of yours, and hope you guys are getting out there and getting a ride. Got something coming up here in a week or two again to the channel. Stay tuned to see what that's going to be. And you guys, appreciate you tuning in, appreciate you watching. You guys get out and ride, stay safe out there, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.